Let's do the demand assignment solutions. I hope you guys have solved this assignment before yourself. It was a very simple assignment. अगर आपने सारी videos अच्छे से करी थी तो इस assignment में आपको कोई problem नहीं हुई होनी चाहिए. So let's do it very quickly. So हमारे पास first unitary function है 4 under root x1 plus x2. So this is a quasi-linear. We are given that p1 x1 plus p2 x2 is equal to m. We have to find the demand function for x1 x2. ठीक है, डिमांड फंक्शन के लिए हम क्या करेंगे, इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन लगाएंगे. सो दैट इज 4 अपॉन 2 अंडर रूट x1 इज इक्वल टू p1 by p2. So that is 2 p2 upon p1 is equal to root x1, which implies x1 is nothing but 4 p2 square upon p1 square. That is a demand function for good 1. For good 2, it will be m upon p1 x1, which is 4 p2 square upon p1 square upon p2. You can solve it. If p1 is rupees 1 per unit and p2 is rupees 2 per unit and m is 9, then find out the equilibrium quantity. So x1 then will be 4 into 2 square, this is 4 upon 1 square, which is 1, which is 16 units, and then x2 will be equal to m minus 16 into 1 is 16 upon p2, which is 2. Now income तो मेरी 9 है, so इसका मतलब 16 यूनिट्स ऑफ गुड 1 को अफोर्ड कर पाने के लिए मेरी इनकम है ही नहीं, इसीलिए हमारा ये वाला फंक्शन क्वाज़ी लीनियर हो ही नहीं सकता. इफ ए वांट्स टू कंज्यूम बोथ x1 and x2, what should be his income? His income should be 16 or above. So below 16 वो क्या कंज्यूम करेगा? When his income is less than 16, which is 9, he is going to only consume good 2, which is the normal good, which is going to be m by p2, which is 9 upon 2, which is 4.5. Then his equilibrium bundle is 0, 4.5. A's unitary function is u is equal to x1 plus log x2, subject to p1 x1 plus p2 x2 is equal to m. Equilibrium condition, MRS is equal to P1 by P2, which is 1 upon x2, which is x2 is equal to P1 by P2. What is the demand function for good 2? This one. What is the demand function for good 1? Is going to m minus P2 x2. P2 x2 को मैं multiply करूँगी तो P1 रह जाएगा upon P1. So this is my demand function for good 2. This is my demand function for good 1. This one I'm not doing because you've already now done that. Draw the angel curve. You can draw that. The angel curve for good 2 will be this, and for good 1 will be this. Next question is that हमारे को given the demand function for x1 is m minus 30 p1 plus 20 p2. When p1 and p2 are the prices of good 1 and good 2 respectively, income is 100, p2 is 1 rupee per unit. So p1 हमारे को नहीं given है, p2 1 rupee है, income जो है वो 100 है, which means x1's function becomes 100 minus 30 p1 plus 20, which is 120 minus 30 p1. So we have to find out x1 and x2 are substitutes or complementary. So when p2 is rising, then x1 is also rising. So when p2 is rising, x2 is obviously falling and x1 is rising, which means they're both moving in opposite directions, which means they are substitutes. Write the demand function for x1 when income is 100 and p2 is 1 rupee. This is the demand function for x1. Write the inverse demand function of a for x1. The inverse demand function will be 30 p1 is equal to 120 minus x1, or p1 is equal to 120 upon 30, which is 4, minus x1 upon 30. If p2 increases to 2.5, then what would be a's demand function? This you can do yourself. आप उसको 1 की जगह 2.5 करो and you draw the functions. A spends all his money on good 1 and good 2. Utility function is given to be minimum of 4x1, 2x1 plus x2. This is a very interesting question. This one is a very interesting question, very important question. Actually should have been the part of the last chapter assignment, but anyways, nonetheless. Consumption bundle is 15, 10. P1 is 10. We have to figure out कि P2 क्या है और income क्या है. P2 क्या है और income क्या है. Right? Now we know कि इसका जो function बनेगा वो ऐसा बनेगा. अब इसके अंदर या तो हम यहाँ पे कंज्यूम करें, किंक कहाँ पे होगा, 4x1 is equal to 2x1 plus x2. That means 2x1 is equal to x2. इस रेशियो में तो हमारी कंजम्पशन है नहीं, that means we are not consuming at the kink. Second is कि we consume on the x-axis, in which case our consumption bundle should have been x comma 0, which is also not true, which means we are somewhere in the middle. If we are somewhere in the middle, that means my price ratio should be equal to the MRS of this line. So which means that my MRS is 2, which means my price ratio should also be 2. We are given that P1 is 10, P2 we don't know, but we know this is equal to 2, which implies that P2 is equal to 5. Once you know P2 is equal to 5, then M is easy to find out. So it's 150 into 10, 115 into 10, which is 150, plus 10 into 5, which is 50. That means my income is 200. So this concludes our assignment. This question was very important. I'm sure कि काफी लोगों से नहीं हुआ होगा, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. I've already told you the answer. हम लोग इस पूरे कोर्स के अंदर सब तरह के questions करेंगे. तो अगर आपको intuitively कोई चीज़ नहीं भी आती, by the time you finish the syllabus with me, वो आपको intuitively आनी शुरू हो जाएगी. So right now, if you're not able to solve a few questions yourself, do not really worry about it. It will come to you naturally later. Okay, in the next video, we'll start with the next chapter. Thank you.